Hello everyone, welcome to this video in which I will show how to install, use, and if needed uninstall, import, export or delete Workset add-in. So if you're already at our website, you can simply click on the download page, or if you're not on our website, you can just type beamalphabet.com and then go to the download page. Right now we have on this page just this one add-in. In future we will have more add-ins over here, so if you're looking sometime in the future and the page does not look the same, just search for the import, export or delete worksets, and you need to click on this button over here in order to download the installation file. Now you need to choose where you want to save this installation file and click save. And because our company is new and our product is new, in order to open the file you should scan it. You can scan it and then just click open now. Again, Windows Defender does not recognize us as a company and our product, but in future when more and more users download the product, Defender will not show those warnings. But now in order to install the product, you can go to the more info and you can click over here to run anyway. So now when you did run the installation, this window will show and then this window will pop up. Over here I did want to test some possibilities about the installer. Over here maybe that is not needed, but you can choose which language you want to use in order to perform this installation. You can either choose English, Spanish or Serbian. For example, we can go with I don't know, English. And what that settings will change is this sentence over here and this install word over here. Now add-in, especially that delete workset part, works from the Revit 2022.1. That is why we did support versions from Revit 2022 up to Revit 24, which is at this time the most recent version of Revit. So you can either choose to install this add-in for Revit only 24, and you can uncheck 23, 24, or you can, if you want, check all of them and click install. That is it. Now I will open, for example, Revit 23 in order to show you how to use this add-in. Okay, this is just some sample file where I did turn on collaboration and I did create a couple of worksets. So when you did install our add-in, you should see over here now a new tab with our name, beamalphabet. Now in this video we are talking about this import, export or delete worksets, but as you can see, conduits by cable tray are in development. Now for example, let's say that we want to add 10 or 20 new worksets, or maybe we want to change the names of those existing worksets. How we should do that? So at first you need to export workset. Export workset will basically took all those worksets that you have and it will create Excel file that correspond to the worksets that you have, and from that point you can start changing. So we will go export, and you should choose where you want to save this file. It can be any name. For default name it's worksets, but you can type any name and click save. This is our installation file. We don't need that anymore. This is our the file that we just exported. Let's open that file. And now, as you can see, in this column B, we have the names of worksets that are currently in the Revit model. And now if you want to add some number of new worksets, we can just start typing new workset names. Now if you have like 7 worksets, you will start typing from this next free cell. If you have 15 worksets, you will just start typing from that next available cell. Over here, no, we already have workset 1. Let's go with workset 2, with workset 3, for example, And now let's ask Excel to help us. So now we did create some numbers, so 50 new worksets. And let's also say that we want to change the names of those existing worksets. So instead of electrical, I will go to Serbian. What I did over here is that I did change the name for existing worksets, and I did also create some number of new worksets. Now I will save the file. I will go back to the Revit. Now, as you can see, those are still the worksets that we did have before we did save that file. Now we want to import all those changes. So we will go to the import worksets. We need to find that file which we did save previously and to click open. And now the add-in will automatically add new worksets and change the names. So now let's just open it like this, it will be easier. Now our add-in created all those new worksets, and it also did change the names for existing worksets. The only two worksets that are remain unchanged are this workset 1 and this share levels and grids. If we want, we can also change the names for those worksets. But now what is very important, if you want to proceed with changing all those worksets, the workflow should be, okay, let's export worksets again, because we have now new state of worksets in our model. So I did export worksets again. I want to replace that file. Let's open that file again. For example, now I can again change the names. And for example, for those two. So now we did change again the names. Now let's import again. And let's see those changes. Those shared levels and grids and workset 1 are changed again, and that workset number 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on are now changed to this sample name 1, 2, 3. So that is all for adding a new worksets or changing the name of existing worksets. Now if you want to delete some worksets, again the workflow should be, okay, let's export what is the current state of worksets in the model. So we will export worksets one more time. And we will open the file, and now you have this column C in which you must put letter X for the worksets that you want to delete. So for example, if I want to delete all those worksets, I can just type this letter X. Basically that's it. I can go with save. Again, I'm in the model. Just before I run the application, you can see that we have all those worksets in the model. I will click on delete worksets. I will find the same file, click on open, and add-in will now delete those worksets. And be very, very careful when you're deleting some worksets, because for example, if I choose that this architecture workset be the active workset, and now I create some walls over here in the model. So now if we select those walls, you will see that they belong to this architecture workset. Now again, if I export my worksets to be the current worksets in the file, and now if I mark that I want to delete this architecture workset, it will automatically delete that workset, and it will delete all the files that belong to that workset. So be very careful about that. So again, this is architecture. We have all those elements belonging to this workset. We will go to delete. We'll find our file and click OK. And now, because we did delete that workset, we did also delete the files that belong to that workset. So be very careful about that. And okay, finally, so if you want to uninstall this add-in, you can go to the control panel. You can find programs and features, and in this list you will need to find this beam alphabet import, export or delete worksets, and you can you must click on this row, and then you must click on uninstall. And this uninstall will basically delete all the files for all Revit versions, if you did install for all the Revit versions. That is it. So now if we just run Revit 23 again, you will see that you do not longer have that add-in. So okay, we are back to the Revit 23, and now you can see that I have this Beam Alphabet tab still valid over here because I have still this add-in on which we are working, but if you didn't download also this add-in, then this entire tab will disappear for you. Thank you for watching this video. Bye!